represents one outcome.
He kept his promise and got what he wanted.
As planned, your cornerstone has been successfully sent to the family's territory. Then...
Let's fulfill our duty and start harvesting.
After, in the cradle of it's too early in the morning. In the cradle of slumberers, deep within the sweet dream of the planet of festivities, another stone begins to radiate light.
I come for an audience. I come to fill wine, and I come to claim. I bestow poison in the guise of sweet dew. Come the toil of spring and yield a fall. I patiently wait for the branches to be heavy with withered fruits. All for the Amber Lord.
Neat. You try to open your eyes, but find only blackness before you. Memories gradually surface as time rewinds to a few minutes ago. Aventurine unleashes the final assault, pouring down a dazzling shower of trips. Why did I say glazing? Following closely by Acheron, drawing her blade, and then the indescribable force severs the power of preservation. While time and space froze instantly, your thoughts twist into a knot as your senses fail, with only gravity tearing at your mind as you plummet into the boundless darkness, until a fire engulfs you in its embrace.
You're awake.
Oh, Sam. Okay, I was already spoiled that Sam is actually Firefly.
I've been waiting on you for quite a while. You've met me before. I'm Sam, the Stellaron Hunter. I originally planned on showing up earlier to reveal some truths to you. But I encountered more roadblocks than expected. 11 times I've tried, but ended in failure. Before I knew it, this world and I became too intertwined, and it became too difficult to escape the constraints of the script. Elio is right. In this land of the dreams, you and I will reap unforgettable gains. I don't know people's hearts as well as he and Kafka do. Nor do I have a specialty like Silverwolf and Blade. Most of the things that I'm good at only apply to villains who need no mercy. So, there is only one method that I use. This is to show you.
All that I am.
Yep, I already got spoiled on this because it took me so long to beat Aventurine.
Labyrinth-like corridors and halls, traps everywhere. The owner of this mansion must be a bit paranoid.
Good old Gallagher.
You are so funny, Mr. Security Officer. I hope that sense of humor of yours has helped you find the serial killer.
Just expressing a personal opinion. Why? Did I hit a nerve?
Mr. Gallagher, my patience is wearing thin. Neglecting duties will only make me more suspicious that you and the real serial killer are connected.
Scoundrel, punk, drunk, hooligan. I have heard this trash talk all too often. But I have never once thought that I'd be treated as an accomplice to a murderer. I take back what I said. Your problem isn't paranoia. You're just crazy, you know? Lunatic. You, the family, you broke my spine and pulled out my fangs, and now you want to accuse me of murder? Ridiculous. Only idiots who've drunk too much Soul Glad will berate a stray dog in the streets. What exactly is making you say all this nonsense? You should be more concerned about the Outworld visitors who are making a scene in the theme park than me.
I don't need you to remind me. Once that ambassador walks through the doors of the mansion, I will know what he wants. My servants see everything. His little magic tricks may have fooled me, but no matter. I'm happy to see how it's turned out. Why do you think that I just let him go? And why do you think I emptied the theme park stage? Because my target from the beginning has always been you, Hound. The more noise he makes, the more opportunities I have to make you and your true master pay in blood.
If I were really the murderer, why would you need to be so secretive? Ha! I forgot. You also have a difficult master to serve. Telling you to ignore the murder case and focus solely on that Charmony festival. Isn't that right, my brother?
Looks like your disguise has helped you successfully understand every facet of the family.
Disguise? You must be blind to be accusing me of being a fake. Open your eyes, take a good look.
Indeed, every part of you is real. The brown hair, soft and curly like Benny's. The orange eyes, which make me miss the gaze of Sir Whitaker. That odd scar, the mark of Wolsey, and the gray vest, tie, hound emblem, bottle, the bartending, and your role as a security officer. These are all true traits from all 52 loyal family members. When they are gathered, countless tiny truths are woven together into a lie. You collected a small piece of each of them and claimed them for yourself. Then you invented this facade. A complete Gallagher. Tell me I'm wrong.
Does he never say it?
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's the whole sound clip. Where's the minion of the Enigmata? What, I don't even know what that is.
You have guts, I'll give you that. Not bad. I severely underestimated you. Admirable. But so what? Can this prove that I murdered your sister and that stowaway?
This proves that you and the Memory Zone meme death are linked. And that's enough. Listen up. I don't care how you did it. I only care about one thing. The answer to a question. You devil. You wretched, despicable dog. Why did you kill her?
Is he asking about why he killed Robin?
You know, in the thick of things, people are blind to the grit in their eyes. Yet they can always feel it scratch. Want the answer? I'll give it to you. The whole thing is just fate playing a cruel joke on us.
Did you just kill Sunday?
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Why is Boot Hill here? And why is he pointing a gun at Don Hung?
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
You know, I was really right whenever I told that one person after I looked at his design that he looks like... he literally sounds like... His name alone just made me think, Mississippi? This dude is very much Mississippi.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
Well, he's actually more like... specifically eastern Mississippi, western Alabama.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
This is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudge?
This is the Jade
Metal
Abacus
Fudge is
gifted
just
to the
motherfucker.
Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
I really want a version where they don't censor, where it's actually him just saying, "I'd reckon that'd be one fucking sight to behold."
Now it's your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
My friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line.
I really like the robotics, robotics. I don't know, the way his voice sounds mechanized.
Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guests of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter.
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status. Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe
Heroin?
me, you best send a message to them. But I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
Okay, now can we go back to Trailblazer? Maybe?
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
What is happening here?
Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's dream master.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Switching to Robin's POV? Uh-huh.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry.
Yeah, this is definitely
Sparko.
Sparko.
For any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest.
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance?
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give
What?
you a token gift. Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. There could be an unexpected treat in store for you. All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. So many
Yep.
people
Hi. Okay.
talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Okay, what is this? Whereas given the action lost during one tag, it's 20 each week to do one time. It's great, so that makes me heals aware of 50% next year. Huh. I don't know who that would be for. It might just be for it might actually work for Sam for Firefly when she comes out in like 2 days. Okay, so I'm gonna get to use her. Oh.
Shall begin.
Oh, I have no idea what this does, but cool. Which is 500 each of each wave. Oh, that's cool.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised. But there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPCs.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations.
I really just want to know what the heck that item is and what it's gonna do. Also, I gotta say, I love Robin's design so much. It's so good.
You've had quite a bit to drink.
Hello. May I ask?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small...
Hey, were you a fool?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
I need to grab an Allen wrench. Fix my chair. Is this a Robin song in the background? Tighten this. The armrests on my chair like to come undone. So I have to tighten them ever so often so that you don't.
Rest assured, Miss Robin.
I trust
Ah,
you
frick.
guys.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it?
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent?
Miss Robin, to tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony, and of course the family did not agree.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously.
Thank you for your hard work. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Yeah, you could definitely tell. The only I was at first like, I don't know if this is Sparkle or not, and then she gave the the thing. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is definitely Sparkle.
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan here.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone's plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
Everyone, please do not panic.
Even if you say so.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone.
Huh? What was I just doing?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been make sure to take good care of it until you never.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the
Okay, I was like, when is it? How long is it going to take before the next part goes?
As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam. I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme, in that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script, and I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, exploded in my mind, but after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I'm completely confused.
You know, it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonate through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out with exceptional clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you, your hearts beating to the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful, until in that quiet darkness, memories ripple into existence.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
No, it's nothing. I'm just
thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
A long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to this silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this plate. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in Dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
Honestly, I did feel like Penacony always felt... What's the answer I'm looking for? It always felt incomplete. And this is like, I'm guessing, would be the missing piece for me.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, we've heard a familiar name.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Gallagher.
I was really hoping he'd become important in some way, and that this is the story that does it.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move.
The real Dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, Should we speak to everyone first?
I really cannot wait till I can get Firefly and walk around with her instead. I really do. It's probably going to be like the same team. It's just going to be Firefly instead of Chingchou probably. Well, I'll probably swap out Sparkle, to be honest. Sparkle is decent, but I don't feel like she's very good on characters that don't explicitly need her. Gambler put on a petrifying collaborative show. He wagered everything into the gamble, yet appeared indifferent to the idea of winning. Just why did he do that? Wanted to cause a death in this creative. Okay. Let's put in some of these stickers I have now. I don't have much though. When stars drift across the dream's artificial sky, they say that great souls will eventually become stars in the sky that guide the way for those on the ground below. The stars in Penacony are woven by countless dream chasers. What will you ponder when you raise your head? Oh my Jesus Christ. I have so many. What? Oak, Alfalfa, Nightingale, Bloodhound, Iris. These are all of the families. We better have a like version of Fischl that ends up being part of the Nightingale family, because it would just make sense. Mr. Aiden, who is this? Obtain Planet of Festivities collectible card from Aiden Park. One advertising slogan made a lifetime of money. Odie Alfalfa, a business tycoon, was stood firm for thousands of years. All conflicts fade away in her singing. Gopher Wood. The shade of his tree covers all. Obtain Gopher's Planet of Festivities collectible card. That's all of them. Okay then.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything. Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
Strategic Assault Mech SAM. I guess that makes sense. It's the thing that keeps her alive.
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world. The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep, and you could get lost in this memory zone.
I really do like the idea that I really. So did she get her name from it? I don't know her exact what's the word I'm looking for? Origins, I suppose. I heard something about the swarm disaster, and I still have no idea what that is. Like, actually, I don't know what the swarm disaster really is.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it. No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about. Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate. But she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
Yeah, I don't think she's in real life and being put into the dream. I think she's actively in it. Like, directly.
I hope you've regained a little composure.
This is a very interesting setup. There's 19, 2 lordly trash cans. Okay, with there not being warp trotters, it means I can't tell if it's a battle area or not. Because warp trotters appear in battle areas, but not otherwise.
Welcome to heaven.
Okay, I'm not... Whatever. Those were darn good products, and the robbers took them all. So guys, I should have fallen for such an obvious trap. Which people are still around, we can find a way to move a bunch of dream bubbles. This area is pretty cool. I like this music.
Keep going
It's
straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Oh, you guys are still here. How do I get to you? How do I get to you? I can't jump. The music is reminding me of, also, this area itself is reminding me of Stray, which is a really good soundtrack.
Did you also get kicked out of the beautiful dream? Tell me what I should do.
Imagine not being able to teleport. It's so cringe. Imagine not being able to use space anchors.
Hi there, friend. I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is right here.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, nor do I care. There was something I could grab there. Aims to shift the stowaways from more condemnation to a brief and focused look at their lives. Foster cross-communication in order to find new solutions to the enduring issue of stowaways spanning several amber eras. These both go around the same way.
What a huge...
Oh, wow.
Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
It's a common plot in a lot of movies and video games that a statue like this will rise up and face you in a glorious battle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Oh, it's a freaking bird. Cool. I've never seen elevators that actually do this. I feel like it'd be really cool to go up one of these. They're probably kind of unsafe comparatively, though.